What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. And today we are going to be doing my next Blu-ray haul for the month of May, so last month. So I have got close to 30 Blu-rays here. Like the stack is literally right here, right here, right next to me. So yeah, guys, so these are all the Blu-rays that I bought for the month, and I'll let you guys know what I think of all these movies. And yeah, there's gonna be some movies on here that maybe you've heard of, movies that maybe you've never heard of before in your entire life, and I'll give you my little thoughts on them as we go. So I want to get this one out of the way first because I'm almost a little embarrassed that I bought this, but I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We got, I actually have to lean back to show you guys this. We got the Twilight Saga. Yeah, all 5 Twilight films. Yeah, we got the original film, which, despite, this is actually my favorite of the whole franchise. I know it's not really saying much. It's not for me, but it's a decent movie. New Moon, which is, it's okay. A lot of bad choices made, but still. Eclipse, which I think is better than New Moon, but still not a great film. Breaking Down Part 1, which people say is the worst, but I think it's fine. It's not as frustrating as New Moon. And we got Breaking Down Part 2. So yeah, so the entire Twilight Saga. I enjoy these films enough to where I might get a lot of shit for saying this, but just bear with me. Just like M. Night Shyamalan's film The Happening, these movies are unintentional comedies. They are trying to be serious, but you cannot help but laugh at how stupid they are. That's what these movies are to me. These movies are unintentional comedies. Now, yeah. And I'm not a fan of the Twilight Saga by any means, but I think that they're so laughably bad that I can actually enjoy watching them once in a while. And they announced a TV show for these, so cannot wait to see how that goes. So we'll be seeing that in the near future. See how that goes. Okay, we got Peter Pan, the original film. I really enjoy this movie. This is a childhood classic for me. Really enjoy this. I really would highly recommend everybody see this. I think the animation still holds up very well today, especially for a 60s movie. And I think this really holds up. So, got that. We got the live action remake from 2003, which I think also is pretty good. I remember watching the trailer for this when I was a kid. It felt like I was watching a horror film, and I was like, is that a scary version of Peter Pan? Like, what's going on here? Like, the mermaid sequence felt kind of scary to me, and some of the music. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. And when I watched the trailer as a kid, I kind of had a crush on the girl who plays Wendy right here. I always thought she was cute when I was a kid. Yeah. Okay, we got Underworld Evolution. This is a vampire saga. So, okay, so this is something that I have. Okay, you know what? Why don't I show the other one? Because I got that one too. I also got Underworld Rise of the Lycans. I have the first one. It's up here somewhere. I think I bought this the previous month. So yeah, I got the first 3 Underworld films. And yeah, I really do like this saga. I think Underworld is very damn good. It's a very dark, gothic vampire story. Evolution is my favorite. Really enjoy this film. And Rise of the Lycans is pretty damn good. It's like a period piece. It takes place in like the medieval era. So I would highly recommend you guys check those out. I'm going to put these back up here. And there we go. So yeah, I would highly recommend you guys check that out. To me, that's kind of like if the girls have Twilight, the guys have Underworld. Except Underworld actually is more action-packed and it's not as goofy. But it's still a pretty damn good saga to watch. I haven't seen 4 and 5 yet, and I heard people say that's where the series started to lose its way. So, but we'll see. See if I like it in the future. Night of the Living Dead. This is the Criterion Blu-ray. I really enjoy this film. This is actually my favorite zombie film. I like this more than Dawn of the Dead and also the Dawn of the Dead remake, just by a little bit. I think the way that it's very basic and very low budget really makes it work. I really enjoy. Here's the thing: Dawn of the Dead's fine. I don't love it as much as everybody else does, but I do love this the Zack Snyder remake from 2004. That movie is great. That's a great zombie film, and I've yet to see the remake of this movie from 1990. So that's a pretty good. There. Okay. I started watching this because another YouTuber recommended it, and I could not help but love it. And I saw this like last year, and I didn't buy the Blu-ray until now. We got Hollow Man. This is a Invisible Man movie with Kevin Bacon, Elizabeth Shue, and Josh Brolin. It's basically about a scientist who creates this invisibility serum for the military, and he tests it on himself, and when he can't change back, he starts to go crazy, and he uses it for evil. So, damn good Invisible Man movie, and I would highly recommend it. Yeah. If you're familiar with that Invisible Man movie that came out back in 2020. Very good film. Okay. Carnage. This is a dialogue-heavy film about 4 parents whose 2 kids got into a little bit of a fight at school, and so the 4 parents decided to meet up and talk about the experience. And yeah, it's one of those dialogue-heavy movies that take place mainly in one room or one location. And so if you like movies like 12 Angry Men or Mass or those one-room dialogue-heavy films, or even Reservoir Dogs, if you're a fan of that, you might actually like this. This is actually a damn good dialogue-heavy movie, and I think it's really damn good. Yeah, Jodie Foster, Kate Winslet, Christoph Waltz, and John C. Reilly. So yeah, very good casting here. So yeah, I think it's a really well-made film. I will say the ending doesn't quite get where I don't think the ending is quite as satisfying as it should have been, but it's like it doesn't really reach a resolution, but it's still a really good film. Sunset Limited. Okay, this is a criminally underrated dialogue-heavy film. You got Samuel L. Jackson, you got Tommy Lee Jones. This is actually based off of a play by Cormac McCarthy, the guy who made 12 Angry Men, Blood Meridian, Child of God, stuff like that. And yeah, it's basically about Samuel L. Jackson plays an ex-con who is really into reading the Bible. He believes he can hear God. And Tommy Lee Jones plays a depressed college professor who tried to commit suicide. And so Samuel L. Jackson saves him and takes him back to his apartment. And they decide to just talk about philosophy. And, they decide to just talk for like 90 minutes straight in this one hotel room. And I think it is damn good for what it's trying to do. This is like a thriller in a way. And the ending, it wraps up in a way that you don't expect. So I will give it that. This is available on HBO Max, or it's now called Max. So if you're looking to check this out, go to Max. It's on there. You're welcome. Okay, one of my honorable mentions for this year, and that is Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, I really did enjoy this film when it came out. I was really looking forward to this. This is now my 4th favorite Shyamalan movie. Yeah, I really think Dave Bautista's character is really well done in this film. You got a gay couple that's living with their daughter at a cabin in the woods, and then these 4 strangers come by their house and tell them that the world's gonna end, and they have to sacrifice one of their own, or otherwise the world's gonna end right before them, and they'll be the only ones left. So, damn good movie. I don't think the ending is as strong as it should have been. I did read the book, and yeah, so I'm one of the few people that read the book. I think the way the book wrapped up, they should have wrapped the movie the same way, because it would have been more shocking and it would have been more impactful and effective. So, yeah. But Shyamalan decided to go a little bit of a safer route, but still, I think it's a good movie. And I would still recommend it. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. This is the only Resident Evil film, aside from Final Chapter, that I have not watched yet. I've seen the original 5 films by Paul W.S. Anderson. Yeah, those movies are fine. They're guilty pleasure films. I really like the first 4 films, to be honest. I did not like Retribution that much. That film sucks. And I've heard people say Final Chapter is terrible, but I still kind of want to check it out for how bad it is, but we'll see. And this one I've yet to see. I heard this one people say is the best of all of them, so hopefully this one satisfies me enough. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Got a classic, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I do like this movie quite a bit. Originally, when I watched this, I thought it was a science fiction classic, but I always thought that every shot in the whole movie was way too long. Like, every single shot goes on for a few seconds too long. And I'm like, Stanley Kubrick, you could easily cut this film in half with what you're trying to do here. Like, I do feel like it's way too long and some shots go on, but still, science fiction classic, and the way that it wraps up makes you think. It's a very thought-provoking film. Got the Meg, with the new Meg 2, The Trench, that's coming out in August. That movie comes out on my birthday, so I'm looking forward to that. I bought this, and I did like this when I first saw it. I thought it was a good PG-13 shark movie. They should have gone R. And Jason Statham is good in the role, and I heard that they're going to be going the more cheesy, self-aware route for the second film, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how they do that. So I bought this to give it another shot, and so to prepare myself for the next one. So looking forward to that. Megan, yeah, I did not see this in theaters, sadly, and I wish that I had, because this is actually a really good thriller. This is kind of the new child's play for this generation. Yeah, so you got this lady who, what's her name again? Sorry, I can't remember. Allison Williams. Yeah, okay, she was in Get Out. She actually invents this AI robot named Megan that becomes a companion for her young niece after she loses her parents. And let's just say the AI becomes very protective in very graphic and murderous ways. So yeah, so if you're somebody who likes Chucky or evil dolls like that, this is definitely one to check out. I think it's decent. I have not seen the unrated cut yet, and I heard it's included in here. Yes, it is. The unrated cut is included in here too, so looking forward to checking that out. But this is a really good film. This is also an honorable mention for this year for me. Psycho. Okay, this is a film that when I first saw it, I knew how much of a classic that it was. People say one of the best horror films ever made. I'm like, okay, I agree with you. But I didn't quite get into it as much as I should have because it is very old school. This is from 1960, and it's very tough to go back to the basics for me, but I still bought it again because I heard the sequel. I heard there was 3 sequels that came out after this, and I'm not counting the remake because I don't think a shot-for-shot remake is really that great anyway. But I decided to check this out because I want to see if I can get into it and also get into the sequels at some point. So you'll see. Hopefully you'll get a review out of that pretty soon. Okay. Zombieland. This is the steelbook of the film that does not even have the title of the movie. It's just a picture. But yeah, we got Zombieland. Very good zombie comedy. If you like comedies, if you like zombie films, this is definitely one to check out. It's got Woody Harrelson and I can't remember the kid's name. I'm sorry. I just blank on names sometimes. So yeah, definitely a worth watching movie. And I've yet to see the sequel, Zombieland Double Tap. Okay, guys, this is also an underrated gem in my mind. You got Barry. This is with Ryan Reynolds, and okay, this is the most claustrophobic movie you will ever watch in your life. This movie takes place entirely in a coffin with Ryan Reynolds. He plays a truck driver who was out doing work in Iraq, and then he actually gets captured by insurgents, and they bury him alive with nothing but a cell phone and a lighter and some other cool, unique, and some other devices with him, and he has contact with the outside world, but with the fact that he only has a limited supply of air, it becomes a race for survival. This film is so fucking thrilling and scary. It is just a damn good movie, and I think it's very underrated. And you got a very serious performance with Ryan Reynolds here. He's not trying to be funny. There is one funny line in the film, but still, this movie is damn good. If you want to see this, I think it's on Tubi for free. Yeah, so definitely check out Buried. It is worth your time. If you don't like claustrophobic movies, don't watch it because it will get under your skin. So, yeah. Dancing with Wolves. This is an epic story with Kevin Costner, who about a Civil War soldier who befriends an alien. No, not alien. God, an Indian tribe. I'm sorry, Indian tribe, and he becomes friends with them, and then he slowly becomes one of them. Very good film. This is. I know there was a 3-hour version of this movie. This is actually the extended 4-hour cut. And I gotta tell you, despite this movie being almost 4 hours long, it earns every second of its runtime. There's not a second of this movie that drags for me. Love that. And yeah, I meant to say Indian. I don't know why I said alien. It's weird. Ice Age. This is a childhood classic for me. I used to watch this all the time as a kid. I love Ice Age. I have the 3rd one coming in the mail right now, and I really do enjoy the 2nd one, so I'm going to be getting that soon. But yeah, I've seen all of them except for Adventures of Buck Wild. That's on that's on Disney Plus. So, but that's the only one I've yet to see. But I seriously love the original Ice Age. I think it's a great film. And I will say that the first one's great, second one is also great, and the third one is actually my favorite. Continental Drift is fine, and Collision Course just goes too far away from reality for me to where I can't really accept it or get into it. But still, this is a really good film about a woolly mammoth, a saber-toothed tiger, and a sloth who try to rescue try to bring a baby back to its tribe. So, very cute movie, and the ending makes me cry. The ending makes me cry every time. So yeah. Poltergeist, yeah, this was kind of a childhood horror film for me. This is definitely a film that you could introduce to your kids. It's got some very creepy moments, like the fact there's a swimming pool sequence where they actually use real corpses. And so, yeah, I really do like this movie. I think this is one thing to get introduced to your kids. And I've seen this before, and I haven't even opened it yet, which is weird, but still, really enjoy this film. And I heard that there is like 3 films, including a remake. I saw the remake, hated it. I never saw the sequels because I heard they weren't that great. And the 3rd film, it's kind of hard to watch because the young girl in that movie, the actress who played the young girl, died shortly after making that film, and it's just sad. It's just sad to watch. Shrek 2 on 4K. Okay, so I love the first two Shrek films. I have yet to get the first one, and I will get it. And Shrek the Third, I actually like. Yeah, I like that film. A lot of people hate it, and I've yet to see the fourth one. So definitely a classic for me, childhood. And this one also has a. I remember when I was a kid, I would play the Far Far Away Idol, which is kind of like American Idol, but with all the characters, and you get a animated version of Simon from American Idol. I think it's pretty funny. Highly recommend that movie. I recommend that little special feature if you're interested in playing that. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Mallow's Return. I love The Lost Empire. I've yet to see Mallow's Return, although I've heard it's not that great, but this was a Disney classic that I used to watch all the time. Yeah, it had some really good sequences in here, and it made me very interested in the Atlantis idea. So definitely gonna check that. Definitely gonna check out Mallow's Return at some point. Bring it on. Yeah, I think this movie's hilarious. One of my favorite comedies out there. I just saw this recently for the first time. I think it's hilarious, and Kirsten Dunst is so sexy in this movie. Like, she is, wow. I would have had a major crush on her. Like, she would have been one of my all-time celebrity crushes if I saw this as a teenager. But yeah, so you got a bunch of cheerleaders. They're trying to win a competition, and they realize that their old captain was copying the moves from this team in the green. And yeah, so they're trying to make their own competition or make their own play or whatever. So yeah. Okay, and the final film, this is actually one that I've not seen yet, and that is Salt. Yeah, this is Angelina Jolie, who plays like a spy for the CIA, and she's wrongfully accused of the attempted assassination of the president. Now she goes on the run. So yeah, but I like Angelina Jolie, and I heard this film is pretty decent, so I do want to check it out. I got this at Rite Aid for like $7, so definitely check that one out pretty soon. And that is it. That's all the movies that I got for the month of May, 2023. So I hope you guys really enjoy these videos. I will try to keep posting them as much as I can. And I'm sorry that I've not been keeping up with movie reviews. I just don't think I'm going to be doing those as often because I just don't have the time. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next month with more videos like this, and maybe I'll try to do some movie reviews. We'll see. I just don't have a very loose schedule. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what else you guys want to see in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.